August 1st, 2022. We just started up the car. We are here in Chos Malal, and we are leaving the wonderful home of this lady. It's called El Candil. Highly recommended. It's not even considered a hostel. It's like a family environment living space, and it's 100% recommended. Yeah, so let's go. Oh, and now we're going to, our destination is San Junín. What's it called? No.
Junín de los Andes.
Junín de los Andes. Junín de los Andes. Let's go. There's all these little signs along the road that show how many more kilometers are left of the famous Ruta 40, which we are on. And right here we are left with 2,600 kilometers. Sorry, yeah, 2,600 kilometers to go until the end, which is right by Tierra del Fuego. So that's ridiculous. This country's so damn long.
Solo vacas.
Only cows.
Only cows.
Seems to be some sort of a military base over there with a big satellite receiver.
We interrupt this program for another fake news update.
Okay, in all seriousness, I wasn't far off with my analysis of it being of a military nature. This is the Espacio Lejano Station, a radio station operated since 2018 by the Chinese National Space Administration as part of the Chinese Deep Space Network, which itself is managed by the China Satellite Launch and Tracking Control General, which reports to the People's Liberation Army Strategic Support Force. It clearly stuck out like a sore thumb. I thought it was an Argentine military base due to the blue roof of the main complex. I had seen military facilities previously on this trip, and the roofs were either green or blue. I can't remember precisely. Now, what is a Chinese radio station doing in the deserts of Patagonia? My best guess is it is easy to strike a deal with a country that is in debt to you, as is presumably the case with my beloved Argentina, which for all its wonders, unfortunately never learned to balance its checkbook.
The ground here is green.
monotonous and barren landscape continued for as far as the eye can see, broken up only with the sight of the white peaks of the Andes in the far distance, those ever-present companions reassuring us that we were still in fact on planet Earth. It is truly awe-inspiring to think of the men and women of steel who first made this journey into the unknown, either by foot or on horseback, when even by car this odyssey seemed like a serious undertaking, and has one losing all sense of time and location. To have conquered these lands is a true testament to the human spirit and endurance. I chose this song, called Dance of the Mammoths, which, despite the fact that these creatures never roamed these great plains, seemed fitting as many other megafauna, such as the giant ground sloth, saber-toothed cat, and glyptodonts did before their eventual demise in the late Pleistocene and the younger Dryas, with some surviving into the early Holocene. This means humans lived alongside these giants on these surreal expanses, and one could almost picture it.
Welcome to the town of Zapala in the middle of nowhere.
Es una ciudad esto.
Zapala is a mining town located at the geographic center of Neuquen and is a meeting point of the province's national and provincial roads, as well as a route to Chile. We were now well within Patagonia's steppe region, though there are small Araucaria forests near the lakes. The extensive plateau plains gave way to enormous canyons, which made it seem like an inverted mountainous landscape. This might be a good time to address an issue that I have been meaning to. Now, if you have the attention span to actually sit through these videos, you may have noticed that I have been trying to transmit to you the vastness of this country with a mix of narration, music, and carefully selected clips. Having said that, I can't just keep playing music ad nauseum, so let's get to the point. I have observed that although we were by no means driving slowly, the distances between the towns we stopped in to rest at night seemed to take much longer to travel than they should. Taking into account the physical distances between point A and point B, as advertised online, and our speed of travel, the numbers just didn't seem to add up. Although, being the genius that I am, I never bothered to check the odometer upon departure from any given town. To this day, it is still a mystery to me. It's honestly as if there is some sort of time dilation at play. Could it be that the South Atlantic anomaly plays a part in this? It would certainly explain why they positioned the cosmic ray detectors where they did, as mentioned in my video about Malargüe. Could it be Earth's gravity field anomalies in this region are a contributing factor? It would explain why Malargüe houses a giant clock that needs to recalibrate every 20 minutes. Do I sound like a crazy person? The answer is yes. Honestly, I'm just rambling on to keep you entertained as I continue to show you these clips because, again, I can't just keep playing music ad infinitum. Lastly, I will have you know that in addition to not being an astrophysicist, as mentioned in my video from Uspallata to Malargüe, I am also not a theoretical physicist, so take everything I say with a giant grain of salt and just come down here and experience it for yourself.
We made it to Junín de los Andes. Now we're going to check into Hostel Zulu so far. Pretty nice, nicely laid out town. And yeah, we'll do some exploring afterwards.